We're going to start something simple. We're going to do something for all of you here today. We're going to play an imagination game with a deck of cards. So I'm going to look you there on the centermost beanbag over there. The centermost, the one to your right, yeah? Okay, can you please stand up? And you're going to name a color. A deck of cards has two colors, right? There's reds and blacks. What do you want, the reds or the blacks? What do you want to use? You want to use the reds? Okay. You there, the third row over there, yeah, you? Right there, yes, yes, yes. Please stand up. So she's gone for reds. What do you think it is, hearts or diamonds? Hearts? You sure about that? Okay, great. So we have red, we've got hearts. The lady in the green over there, yeah? Can you please stand up? Okay, it's blue. I'm colorblind, okay. So red, hearts, is it a number card or a picture card? What do you think it is? Picture card. Okay, red, hearts, picture. And the gentleman over there in the pink? Right there, right there. You, sir. Yeah, yeah. Please stand up. Which picture card is it? King, queen, or jack? Queen. Queen of hearts. The most popular card in the deck. Are you happy with that? You're the most important person over here, let me tell you that. Because you can either stick with the queen of hearts or you can change it. The reason I say this is because the queen of hearts, by list of survey, has been chosen time and time again. So what do you want to do? You'll stick with the queen of hearts. Perfect. You can sit down. All of you can sit down. Thank you so much. We have a deck of cards over here, and it's been in full view at all times. I haven't tampered with it or done anything to it. And I want you to see this. There's one card right at the end of this deck. And in fact, they all face one way. But there's one card that faces the other way. That's the one card I was talking about. And they all face one way. They all have a big cross on them. You could have picked any card. What was the card you picked? The Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts. Right there. The only card in the deck. Thank you so much. So I've been performing since I was 15. I first came across magic on this show on AXN called Chris Angel. How many of you heard of him? Yeah? Mind Freak? I wanted to be Chris Angel as every impressionable 15-year-old would. And I even grew my hair. I slit my trousers. And to my parents, that was a bit of a mind freak right there. But I came upon something, an art form, that so very few of us will ever delve into in our lifetimes. I started performing magic, and I was the star everywhere I went, okay? So every time I had an opportunity and an impulse to perform, I was there and I performed. I got great reactions, attention from the ladies as well. And yeah, you know who you are. And after one point, I just got bored of it. It was good. I mean, the story gets better, trust me. So fast forward to 3 years from then, I find myself working at this company called TEDx as a marketing associate. And unlike a lot of artists, I wouldn't say I frown upon a 9-to-5 job. I really look forward to it. And I thought this was the one thing that I have to do for the rest of my life. It's good, it's a nice use of time, and I'm learning things every day on the fly. But something happened with time. My role at work intensified, more projects keep getting tossed to me, and I decided that is this it? I mean, is this all I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? So I took some time off on weekends, and I made a list of 100 things, 100 dreams. And if you haven't done this, it's about time you do. You'll be surprised by the number of ideas you're going to come up with. And a list of 100 things that I wanted to do in life. And one of them was playing the guitar. And I practiced a lot. I knew it even before I started magic, and I was good at it, but I couldn't sing very well. So, however strongly I wanted to perform, I feel the need to perform overshadowed the voice I never had, and the universe opened up a newer channel to me. So I'm with a few friends this one day at this bar, and this guy walks up to our table. He had a deck of cards just like that one, and he introduced himself. I knew where this was going. I haven't performed in about 3 years, and in those 5 to 10 minutes that we had to spend with this guy, everybody on our table was completely blown away. They were reacting uncontrollably, but not me. I was devastated. And I don't know how this emotion works. We need to study it closely. We'll probably do a TED Talk on it at some point. But there's something about seeing someone who's going for something that you've always wanted, that kind of haunts you, it kills you inside. And that's exactly what happened to me. So being the eternal optimist that I was, I decided that it's time. I mean, I'm not going to harp over it. I spoke to the owner of the place. I asked him, is it okay if I come in and perform here as well? And assuming I knew what I was doing, he gave me a go-ahead. So I went back home, I rummaged through my old drawers, pulled out cards, coins, bills, notes, you name it, and I started studying the art of magic once again. That 1 week was extremely terrifying, the most terrifying week of my life. But little did I know, this is the one thing that I needed to do to be here speaking to you right now. So I went and I performed at this place. It was scary. I even fumbled. I even messed up. And that's something we get asked a lot. Yes, we do mess up. But with a little embarrassment, I was able to move through it. Now, over time, I realized that this is something I really love doing. I mean, I could do it without sleep. I barely sleep nowadays. I'm always constantly thinking about the art of magic and how is it that and what is it that I can do to be really of service and to amaze my audiences. And over time, I've realized that I could also do this for free. Of course, I don't tell my clients that, but you get where I'm going with this. You probably know it if you have something that you're really deep down burning and wanting to do. And over time, I've also realized that I've been fortunate and blessed enough to be able to perform for causes bigger than myself, for the ill, for the aged, for the physically challenged, for the homeless, and sometimes even for causes that are more prestigious, like brands, Lamborghini, Porsche, Vijay Sales, Book My Show. You name it, I've done it all. But even after all of that, I think those things are peripheries. They don't matter as much as the unlimited amount of lead time that we put in to be able to create what we create. And over time, I've also realized that there are 5 things I do on a daily basis that kind of bind me and connect me to what it is that I want to do. These 5 things help me get connected to my purpose. And I'm going to share these with you. But before I do that, we're going to actually examine some of these objects. So you're going to come in closer. And can you hand these out to them and make sure they are what they are? Yeah? Really quick, just make sure these objects are regular. Make sure they're not tweaked in any way. Please don't break them. We can't do what we do otherwise. Yeah? I like the way you're looking at that toothbrush. I've just used it twice to brush my teeth. Okay, can we take them back right now? Is that okay? Thank you so much, Doc. All right, perfect. So every morning I wake up, I remind myself of what it is that I want to do. What is it that really brings me my joy, my happiness, in terms of coming up with my perspectives and my constructs on life. And I, in fact, written them down on a piece of paper like this one. I'm going to show this to you right here. And if you really want to, or if you're intrigued to read it, you can come up on stage after we get done to be able to read this. I'm going to leave this here. And every morning I wake up, my room becomes my stage. And I perform to my own make-believe audience every single day. The first thing I've learned when searching for my purpose was that I need to really know myself. If I didn't take that time and figure out what it is that I wanted to do, I probably wouldn't be here speaking to you. If I didn't take that time to understand that I wanted to really play the guitar or any of that, I wouldn't be here. So the first thing, and the questions, I believe the questions we need to ask ourselves at the end of the day are, what is it that we would do if the very thing that we want to do is available to us right here, right now? What is it that we would do if our purpose was something we'd already found? How would we feel? How would you feel if that idea worth affecting millions were yours? How would that make you feel? These, I've come to believe, are the questions we need to ask ourselves. The next thing that I learned was instrumental in shaping my relationship with fear and failure. The first table I performed for, I was fumbling. I dropped cards down. I didn't know where I was going with it. But with a little embarrassment and sense of humor, I was able to survive it. And then came fear. I'm nervous even right now as I do this. But I've come to believe that the relationship that I share with fear and love is the same. You see, I'm only afraid of things because I really care about them. And I care about them because I love them. And in that knowing, I can let go. The next thing that I learned was to really show up. You see, you're going to have opportunity knock more than once. And anybody who said it only knocks once was probably not listening the second time. So let's be abundant in our thinking right now. But when it does knock, it's your responsibility to be able to collaborate with it and to be able to heed its call. So make the most of the opportunities that you have. What I then learned was that no matter how well accomplished I think I might be in my head, I'm never going to let what I do get to it in the first place. You see, I truly believe that we all need to keep being the beginner so that we don't lose track of our purpose, the very thing that we were here to do, and become jaded in thoughts of, oh, I'm so great and I can do whatever I want. And the last thing that I want to tell you and share with you, and if there's anything that you should take away from this talk, this is probably it. The last thing that I want to share with you is love. I truly believe to do anything noteworthy and to be great in life, you need to be love. You need to become that very emotion. And a lot of people say, well, we need to love what we do and do what we love, and we know that, and it's a cliche. But here's my question to you. How many of us truly believe that what we do loves us right back? These are the questions I believe that we should ask ourselves on a daily basis. I ask myself this question every day, and I love the art of magic, and I truly believe it loves me back. It's brought me more than a few more shows, a few standing ovations, some applause, some prestigious opportunities. It's brought me my identity. It's brought me my purpose. You see, because I'm Chirag Jethwaney, and I truly believe that my purpose is to amaze you. Thank you.